Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Please subscribe, guys. It really does help with that YouTube algorithm, and a thumbs up, well, that's always cool. I've got Michael at Val5Links here bringing us this latest news from Coinbase. Do you guys use Coinbase? Do you love getting your paycheck and dumping it into crypto? Well, apparently Coinbase will allow users based in the United States, and the United States alone, to fund their accounts by depositing their paycheck. Yeah, Coinbase's US customers will soon be able to have paychecks sent to their accounts through direct deposit. Users will be able to transfer all or part of their wages. They will be able to receive their paycheck in US dollars or translate it to Bitcoin and other assets supported on the platform. It seems that the service is available to employees of any US company that pays via direct deposit. Users can either look up their employer's payroll company on Coinbase or set up a deposit manually through their employer's HR department. Coinbase suggests that its direct deposit feature will solve the problem of bank transfers being time-consuming and inconvenient by removing the extra steps needed to fund an account. Various other services, including Strike and Bitwage, already offer paycheck to cryptocurrency features. However, as the fourth largest exchange in operation, Coinbase may be the most mainstream crypto company to offer this feature. So I can already foresee some problems with this if you are not savvy about cryptocurrencies. I mean, right now we are just seeing the market rally. And you know, by and large, we have been in a bull market since March of 2020. I got Bitcoin up here on the chart. This was March 2020. Here's where we are today. And, you know, we have seen pretty much a bull run since that point in time. So people are used to the crypto market being hot at this moment in time. And, you know, it doesn't help when companies like Coinbase are offering these services, you know, get rich, put your money into cryptocurrency, give us your paycheck. But what people are forgetting is that, you know, once this is all said and done, because I'm sure that you have to go, like in this case here, they say you might have to go through the HR department, set this all up, right? Do all the paperwork, and you're going to have to approach your employer to do this. And then, you know, what's going to happen after this bull run finally tops? Well, what did we see in 2018? We saw a bear market 2018, 2019. This was mid-2019. We did see a bit of a rally, but then dropped again until early 2020, and then that's when we saw the market pick up again. So essentially 2 years of a downturn before the bull market picked up again. And, you know, if you're at your job and you're putting in a portion of your wages into cryptocurrency as it's moving down, what you're going to see is you're going to see your portfolio continue to move downward. So is it a good idea? Yes, in a bull market it is. This should have been implemented, though, at the beginning of 2020 as the bull market was heating up. Of course, most people don't get this. You know, you and I get this because we follow cryptocurrency, but this could be very dangerous for some people who are not following the trends, who do not even look at charts. You'd be surprised at how many people I talk to, you know, not necessarily people who watch the channel, but people in my everyday life, people interested in finance, people who may be dabbling in cryptocurrency. You know, I don't even tell some of these people I have a YouTube channel sometimes. Sometimes I just kind of like to get their opinion on cryptocurrency and me just kind of sit back and listen. And it is amazing how many of these people do not even know how to read a chart. They're just seeing the price go up. They think, you know, there's easy money to be made. And I worry for these people, you know, they can get trapped in this kind of a situation where they're dumping, you know, a portion of their paycheck, maybe even all their paycheck into cryptocurrency. And, you know, then when that bear market hits, that'll definitely be a huge wake-up call to some. I'm going to keep going, guys. Airwallex, they are a Ripple partner. Well, they recently just announced that they will be used by Australia-based digital brokerage firm Stake as a cross-border payments and foreign exchange partner. According to a press release linked here, Airwallex was chosen because its tech platform will allow Stake to receive, convert, and pay out funds in various currencies. The release stated this lets it serve customers in various markets. Stake and Airwallex will be partnering on what the companies said in the release are efficient and exciting solutions for customers, including moving money between Wall Street and the Australia Securities Exchange, or the ASX. The integration will also see Stake expanding into New Zealand, Brazil, and the UK as it goes for more international markets. So Airwallex obviously has been the chosen one now for, what is it? cross-border payments. Of course, AirWallex, since they are Ripple enabled, they are best set up for this kind of partnership. And, the flywheel effect, continuing to expand the ecosystem, tertiary partnerships, Ripple partners, now partnering with other partners. I've talked about this ad nauseum. I think you guys get why this is so important and why this is so great for RippleNet and, more importantly, for you and I, XRP hodlers, and eventually the price of XRP. I'll leave that in the description if you guys want to read the full thing. Next, guys, we got XRP Crypto Wolf, and yesterday I did report on Rosie Rios' tweet. A great statement by Rosie Rios. However, some in the XRP developer community have been taken slightly aback, I suppose. I don't know if you guys caught that video. I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys didn't catch it. Former U.S. Treasurer Rosie Rios claims developers around the globe are working on a slew of other use cases for multiple blockchains and cryptocurrencies, while Ripple focuses on cross-border payments with XRP. Well, in the original tweet, I just wanted to bring that up here. XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments while other cryptos find their value in speculation. So she was basically speaking to the fact that XRP has a primary purpose, and that is cross-border payments. Well, now she kind of wanted to step it back a little, and she said, I wanted to clarify that, in my opinion, while Ripple is committed to the cross-border use case, developers globally every day are pursuing other use cases, including a store of value, medium of exchange, etc., for multiple blockchains and cryptos. So a bit of a tamed back response here from Rosie Rios, maybe getting some flack from that tweet. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, why would she have to step that comment back? I mean, it's such an innocuous comment. But then I thought to myself, maybe it's because of the lawsuit. Maybe Ripple's lawyers said, we cannot having one of your board members saying that there is a primary purpose for XRP and that it is facilitating cross-border payments, because we know that you, Ripple, you are the company that is the king of cross-border payments. And so if we attribute XRP's primary purpose to you, that makes XRP look like more of a security. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. Tell me down in the comments if you guys think maybe I'm on the right track. So she dialed it back anyway. Rios, who joined Ripple's board of directors in May, raised some eyebrows after tweeting that XRP was the only cryptocurrency with utility, while other coins were used exclusively for speculation. Nick Bugalis down here tweeting this out. It's one thing to talk about what problem a specific party like Ripple is trying to solve using XRP and why it's well suited to that purpose, but nobody should talk about XRP's primary purpose as if they are the sole arbiter of XRP's purpose or raison d'etre. We also have Ripple CTO David Schwartz. He weighed in on this, said he wasn't quite sure about how to feel about the endorsement in response to Bugalis' rebuke. XRP Ledger developers are exploring other use cases as smart contracts, non-fungible tokens or NFTs, and central bank digital currencies. So there are a lot of use cases on the XRPL, as we know. David Schwartz weighing in on this with a poll. After seeing the tweet from Rosie Rios and Nick Bugalis, it occurred to me that I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. Who can and should speak for XRP? Anybody can, nobody should. Some but not others. Just show me the results. So, by and large, over 50% of the respondents chose anybody can, 50.2%. Nobody should at 4%, followed by some but not others at 9.9%. And I think most people, there were a lot of people also that felt the same way. Just show me the results. I don't really know, or I don't have an idea of how we should feel about this. Anyway, since the XRPL is an open source project, I believe anybody can, anybody should, anybody would. So, the results of that are in with over 14,600 votes and still 9 hours left in this poll. I'll link it down in the description if you guys are interested in voting on that. I want to keep moving, guys, because there still is this whole issue of the SEC versus Ripple in courts, and we've got another lawyer here giving her opinion on the case. This is Denise Fesdjian, an associate lawyer at Ulmer & Byrne, has analyzed how the SEC defines digital assets and securities in a document titled Comparing Apples to Orange Groves. And so, she takes this and dissects the SEC's argument even further. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, Denise Fesdjian focuses her practice on the representation of broker-dealers, investment advisors, and registered persons operating in the financial services industry. She provides regulatory compliance counseling and defends clients from regulatory investigations and enforcement actions brought on by FINRA, or the Financial Industry Regulator Authority, and the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. So she has experience in this realm, the State Securities Commission, as well as arbitrations brought by customers and investors. So here's what she had to say about this. Ms. Fesdjian, an attorney representing broker-dealers, investment advisors, and registered persons operating in the financial services industry, started by reminding the term investment contract has been liberally construed by courts to apply to a wide range of money-raising schemes that were found to be securities. So she's saying, this Howey test is being liberally applied to many of these cryptocurrency companies because, well, we don't really have a better solution. She clarified the court's findings. It's important to point out the following distinction. The underlying asset, the orange grove itself, was not held to be a security, but rather it was a way in which the tracts of orange groves were sold that rendered them investment contracts. Naturally, you may be wondering, what exactly do orange groves have to do with digital assets? As it turns out, the SEC believes they have a lot more in common than you think. So, of course, we know this story, right? The SEC trying to utilize that Orange Grove example to sink Ripple and other cryptocurrency companies. So just going to go down here in regards to the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit, aka the cryptocurrency trial of the century. Ms. Fesdjian clarified that in order to preserve the sanctity of the Howey test and its application to digital asset cases, the SEC did not allege that XRP, as in the digital token, was itself a security, but rather it was the circumstances surrounding XRP's offering that made it one. The SEC also added that XRP is not a currency. So what is XRP, asks Ms. Fesdjian, as she disagreed with the agency's answer that XRP is just software code. The essence, now here's a quote, "The essence of the digital token cannot be diluted to have such a rudimentary meaning. Applying this type of logic to the Howey case would be the equivalent of reducing the orange grove's meaning to an orange seed. The XRP digital token represents something beyond software code. It represents a virtual currency. So whether the SEC would care to admit it or not, the Howey Orange Grove analysis does not apply as neatly to the facts and circumstances surrounding XRP and its offering." Goes on to say, while new legislation such as the Securities Clarity Act is promising, as its name aptly suggests, more clarity in this area. In the meantime, the SEC will continue regulating the nascent cryptocurrency industry under 75-year-old jurisprudence. It is my hope that we will soon see formal cryptocurrency regulations in place so that the SEC can start reviewing digital asset cases using an apples-to-apples analysis rather than settling on comparing them to orange groves, she concluded. So again, a very distinct point she makes here. We cannot just distill something as simple as this to source code. It would be like saying an orange is basically an orange seed. That is just not true. We know that there are so much complexities surrounding these things, and we cannot clear cut it like the SEC is trying to do. So I thought this was a very interesting approach by Denise Fesdjian. Another lawyer now sticking up for Ripple and XRP, has nothing to do with the case, from what I understand at least. And this, guys, I just wanted to end on this because this gives me a lot of confidence. This is Brian Brooks here, and we, the United States, can create a global bridge currency for global trade. Onward, this coming from Real XRP Boy here on Twitter. Here's what Brian Brooks had to say.
And I'm going to come back to my market point. Countries like China have an ability that we don't have, right? Which is they have a command and control economy and a single party, sort of government. And if they want to dictate that we're going to have this kind of a currency, they can do that tomorrow. And we can't do that, right? Because we're a democracy and everything else. So that's never going to be our strength. Our strength is, as I've said in multiple other fora, we've already built a bunch of real-time payment systems. It just wasn't the government that did it, because that's the magic of America, right? I mean, we're the people who will deliver you 8 different flavors when the Soviet Union would deliver you 1, right? And so the question I've got is just, what can we do as regulators to create a safe and sound environment where our private sector can be unleashed, because we're better than they are when we do that. And I think the problem we've had for the last 20 years or so is we haven't given clarity to the market about which of these things we think are legal and not. And that's what we're trying to start doing now, is to say, yes, we've seen some projects that we think are legally problematic. Jay's brought some lawsuits to highlight what those look like. Now we're trying to look at the other side of the coin. Here are some things that we think are highly valuable and we're okay with. Right? And so we start with the easy low-hanging fruit of stablecoin-powered payment systems, as long as they are compliant with BSA AML requirements, as long as they're based in the U.S. and fully collateralized with fiat currency. We're more or less good with that. And if that's the standard, we've already beat China because we've got a bunch of those networks, not just their one. That's our advantage. It's markets.
So yeah, I mean, there still are some kinks to iron out, but I think, at the end of the day, Brian Brooks's attempt to really kind of demonstrate where the U.S. needs to be in terms of this financial structure, this new emerging financial infrastructure that is inevitable in a lot of ways. He states, the United States of America is at the forefront of innovation. We can deliver 8 different flavors, whereas the Soviet Union or China or whoever will only deliver one. And that's the beauty of America. The SEC case versus Ripple is one roadblock, but I think once we get past that, we will unleash the power of RippleNet, as per Real XRP Boy here, and I don't disagree. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.